Okay, today's Tuesday is 7:07 a.m. It is May 20th. I noticed that I noticed that when I take a trade, uh, mostly I take more effective trades one or two candles ahead. That means that I am unable to see further, and the uh, and the best way to avoid the commissions and the spread is uh, to see way ahead, like 20 candles ahead, or maybe 30 candles ahead. So I was washing dishes yesterday, and I realized this guy named Jensen Huang, who's a CEO of Nvidia. Now, the reason why he's in a market where he is far advanced is because he sees far ahead. Okay, he sees far ahead by creating a market. So he actively engages with the customers to create a market. And then when he creates the market, he tailors his products such that it fits into the future. But for people who are but for people who are developing, they're unable to see as far as he does, and that's why he's able to capture the most amount of market. Um, apparently, he made a comment like, um, he made a statement that uh, people cannot afford uh, something like that. He made a comment about his product that it's so far advanced that competitors cannot keep up with it at this moment because he's seeing the future. He's sitting on a cutting edge, and so he's able to see way, 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 way more so than other people in the uh, same arena. And so I thought to myself, okay, so so essentially, a person who is a successful day traders is essentially a chief executive officer because they are a visionary. And I was on LinkedIn and somebody mentioned about the CEO of Microchip being a visionary. And I can see why somebody has to be a visionary. You have to have a visionary view of the charts in order to see what's going to happen. If there is no vision, there's no way to see what's going to happen. Uh, and the more visionary I am, the further I am able to see, and be able to minimize the spread and the commission, and be able to risk it more because I'm able to see it more, see it further, and then also make bigger gains. And so for the past few years, just just to get to the point where I can make profit, it meant that I had to look at the candle just right there. Okay, I see what's happening in the past, but it wasn't telling me how I can extrapolate to see what it's going to look like. Maybe it did. It was telling me, but I was unable to apply what I see to extrapolate to create a vision of what will happen 20 or 30 or maybe 100 candles later, such that I uh, maximize my risk uh, by increasing my size and then holding on to it longer so that I can increase my gain and also be able to see further and further and further to to increase my the reward of applying my mental and physical capital into this day trading thing. So 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 the idea right now is that I see when okay. So one of my effective strategy is on gold. What it would do is it'll break through support, and then it'll have 2 to 3 candles with a large candle for that time frame. And then when I get in, it'll continue because I can see based on the size of the candle and it passed the support area. Okay, that means that it is for the next one or two or three candles. It's with equal size that is going to keep up what it was doing, which is essentially keep the trend and then distance it, go to the point where there will be the next support area. Okay, so I can see that at this point, and I looked at it today, and that was actually effective in the way that I traded. Okay, I saw how that was effective in my trading. So now the idea is to figure out, okay, so how do I make this work for me to look beyond? Okay, how do I look beyond? How do I become a visionary like these CEOs who are able to, because their primary job as a CEO versus a COO, chief uh, operating officer, is doing the daily things about running the operation. But there is some visionary thing that needs to be done in order to create an effective means of running a company. However, the true visionary is the individual who's the chief executive officer, who's looking beyond to steer the ship towards that direction where the future is, where to bring the company to the future where the company needs to be. And for me to do that, I have to see candles that are 20 to 30 candles down the road and then make my decision now to capture that gain. Hopefully, it's a gain. That's what I need to work on right now.